So
Like they had an army in Queens, an army in the Bronx, an army in Brooklyn. Like they had an army everywhere, like promoting their shit.
Yes.
are you saying this like prior to Terror Squad, this was not as big of a thing? I don't really know a lot about sticker marketing.
Yeah,
Um,
see, that's what I'm saying because Giuliani changed the law. Like it literally was every time you saw today, 2001, you can find a Terror Squad sticker that can't come out. It's just like ripped.
Mm.
Like the glue was too much. But we were sticking it everywhere, bro. Like
yeah, yeah.
disrespectfully. Like it
They
was in
definitely
places that no one could
yeah.
rip it off.
There's
Oh,
still stickers all
are you
over New
got
York City, and they
Big
use the
Zoo?
glue that is impossible to remove. Like you have to buff with a machine to get those stickers out. The adhesive
I
was
I
so
have a.
strong,
Are you guys okay with
and
Big
yeah,
Zoo expanding on this
Zoo,
subject
absolutely,
for a
yeah. No,
little
I
bit
saw. I
because
was gonna give Zoo the floor as soon as I was done.
perfect.
Yeah,
Peace, brothers. I was definitely listening, Albe. I'm learning tonight. Glad that you're here to share, bro. But I just wanted to co-sign. I'm sitting here with my wife, and as y'all talking about the street teams, I'm talking to her on the side, like, yo, I that era was thorough for me as well. And Terror Squad was the illest. This is a story I've told many times, but I often give it to Joe. Like I give Joe the props on this. We're downtown on Houston, and they're putting up the big Terror Squad posters, right? And we're closer to like where Burkina was, this mixtape store, and they're a little bit further towards the east, going towards the highway, right? So at the time, I'm with a bunch of brothers, and they're like, "Yo, they giving out pun posters, they're giving out pun stickers, like right." And some brothers run over there to get some of the stuff. And what was interesting was there was a fleet of those gypsy cabs from the BX. You know what I'm saying? There were four of them, all black gypsy cabs from the BX. And when they pulled up, a bunch of black and young Puerto Rican dudes pulled up and just attacked the spot with all the promo merch, right? And when they came back with the pun posters, I was like, oh, that's dope. I was like, yo, Pun got these, because Pun was, I mean, excuse me, Joe was really behind Pun, as Alb was saying. And I was like, wow, Joe really got these niggas out here going team crazy. Like they really wilding. Joe really pushing them. They was like, no, that is Joe. Joe was over there with them. Like Joe hopped out one of the whips too and told them. They literally rented four of those livery cab joints from the BX and was taking a tour through all the boroughs and bodying the street team game. I mean, I don't know what they spent on it, but at that era, I mean, now we posting stuff on IG, but when Al B starts talking about them stickers that would not come down, that's a fact. I don't know. They didn't use the regular wheat paste shit. You could probably go to Houston right now on them blocks and see that same shit. So
Yeah,
the
it's a
street
yellow
team
and black
game is crazy.
sticker.
That's a
And he
fact. That's exactly what it was.
and he and he would buy us so much food. We would eat so much, and that was one of the things. He was like, here's a fucking 200 fucking stickers. And we would just go in. Let me see if I could hold on my camera. How do you change the? There you go.
Oh fuck! Wow, what a treasure! Holy shit, that's so fucking cool.
all right, I'll narrate what you're seeing right there. That though that besides the record, the platinum record, that map right there is a map of the bus lines in the Bronx. That's a bus line map. I have the same exact map in my crib because all New Yorkers want to keep a track of what bus they're gonna
But
have to
but
grab
really
at
quick,
any point.
really quick. Telling big pun stories. There's a bunch of big pun stories that I don't think people know. Once again, I was very selfish going to EO Dub. I was about I was about me and not about pun. And so but no one knew. So I wasn't like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. But I always wanted you guys to ask questions, or because he's not here. You know what I mean? But I'll say one story really quick. So I'm 15. We're actually still in chronological order, right? So I'm 15, 16, and Pun didn't want to finish Capital Punishment until Black Thought Versus was finished. So Pun was a humongous Black Thought fan. Like, before we knew what Black Thought was, like, we really didn't. And the name, to me, growing up, I was like, this is such a fucking illest. This is one of the illest rap names ever. Like, Black Thought, right? So I used to be like, yo, Pun, Black Thought's on the phone. So I would bring the phone to him, right? They talked on the phone, but they never met each other in real life. They never saw you. So Super Lyrical is a song that was done in that time, back and forth, which is very difficult. They recorded different, right? So Pun finally gets a chance. He's finally gonna get a chance to meet Black Thought, and I'm supposed to. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you guys hear me?
I'm
supposed to go to D&D and meet him there. And Pun at the time got arrested at the tunnel. And Pun was supposed to go on to Black Thought's album because Black Thought was on his album. They were trading on features. And he was excited. But he winds up getting arrested in front of the tunnel and never calls, because we didn't have cell phones like that. It wasn't like, yo, call Black Thought, call Tariq and tell him, it wasn't that. So Tariq just thought, and this is later Reek tells me this whole story. Tariq just thought that Pun stood him up. But he's smoking, the session is played for. So he calls his brother down in Philly and goes, yo, bring up the young bull that has that verse. We had a group before, bring him up and so he could fill in for Pun. And then the dude was like, yeah, cool, because I got these shorties that are gonna dance or whatever in Brooklyn. So I'll drive up there. So the shorties and the young bull with the verse drive up to Philly because Pun got arrested at the tunnel. And so when I got there, I didn't know what happened. So then I just left. Later, we come to find out that the girls couldn't dance in Brooklyn because they were too young. So they wound up coming to the studio. The young bull was Beanie Sigel. And because Pun got arrested, Beanie Sigel was able to be on Adrenaline, which was one of his first recordings. And then after the young bull finished that verse, since the girl was too late, or she was too young to dance or whatever they were going to do in Brooklyn, that later becomes Eve.
What? Do you know I'm talking about an Eve album tomorrow on my stream? That is fucking crazy connections.